Okay, I think we got it. Local. I'm confused. Like, don't get worried about me being confused. That's a normal day. But I feel like there may have been some courses that have been published that haven't made it to the forums kind of official, here's the thing that, you know, here are the courses deal. So like Victor's isn't there, and I thought on Friday they were saying it had been published. So I don't know, figure it out. Anyways, welcome in, hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I've done this because I've been busy, frankly. It happens. Just a quick warning. It is the time of year where thunderstorms can come up from anywhere here. So, if the thing all of a sudden goes out, that's what happened. I was supposed to play golf today, but when I saw all the storms that are up, I said, nah, I'm good. So we're here. And the other thing you should know is Ameobi is not feeling well at all. She's behind the green screen, not passed out today like she was yesterday, but still kind of hanging out there, and she may need me at some point. So if she does, she comes first. It's 31 in the other London. Wow. Betty Swallow has turned up unannounced. Interesting, Chris. It's, what is it here? Because I know people are tuning in for weather. 24. Not bad. Rain and a thunderstorm starting in 30 minutes. Yeah, this is about when I would have been playing. So, that's why I'm not playing. Maybe it's an English thing. Oh, Betty Bollocks. Oh, I got you. I haven't heard that one, but I get what you're saying. It's like Billy No Mates. So yeah, here, there's not a huge amount, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But first, I have one I know I've found. Course design. Owen's the name, right? He tossed this in, so we'll give it a wee go. Fair warning, I have not played this game in 3 weeks, according to the last stream I did. I haven't played it in between then, so if you're expecting to see good golf, I don't think that's gonna happen. Given that I'm not very good in the first place and I haven't played in 3 weeks. So, expect bad. Oh, this is too loud. Expect piss poor golf. And probably piss poor commentary as well. Okay. Kind of a, Pebble Beach area kind of looking place, I think. Spyglass, Poppy Hill, all those places. And this is an alternate, so we'll just keep that in mind. Oh shit, look at that. Piped. Sort of. Not the greatest place to put it. Oh, there's the open shot. There's the open club face we love. It's a very unassuming start. Looked like there was a possibility to bomb the bunker. I'm not sure why you would. You're not really gaining much of anything. But we'll see. And then we get a long par 4. Okay, we want to be to the right, it looks like. What's going on here? Oh. Hey, Nolan, what's up, buddy? First chat, as if you've been here before. Figure it out, Twitch. Maybe we'll try this. This is a bit of a slope, isn't it? The way it feels like people are aging, you must be like 30 by now, are you, Owen? Oh, that's just a magnificently played shot. That slope might be a bit aggressive. I get what you're trying to, like, you wanted me to try to hug the right, didn't you? I'm fine, like, again, me sucking at this game. Yeah, I know. But there's like, when you get old like me, it seems like everybody just gets older faster than you do. It's just hilarious. Oh, good. You going to college this year or doing something else? Anyways, what I was gonna say is, like, there seems to be a bigger skill discrepancy in this game than there might have been before, or I just can't play it at all. So I think that makes designing more difficult. Ooh, a little spinner in there. Nice. Care to tell us what college, or do you want to keep that to yourself? Either way, it's cool. I got it, if you don't want to. Chico State, never heard of it. Centerline hazard. I don't see why I'm hitting 3-wood here ever. Being in the bunker hitting driver, or being in the fairway hitting 3-wood are gonna be kind of similar. And I don't want to leave myself, you know, 170 plus or more. I mean, the green's designed to handle it, I suppose, but I guess we're going to the right. Yeah, it's... I'm not sure I would ever not hit driver there. But I can hit a massive slice with a lob wedge like a champ. Jeez. I can't even think of a wind I wouldn't hit it, though. Like, well, I mean, maybe way downwind if I'm gonna get 3-wood halfway decently up there, but otherwise it's driver, because the bunker, I'm not that worried about the bunker. That's the thing. All right. Hey, Troy, thanks, buddy. So that's what it looks like to hit a perfect shot. Okay. It makes the game a lot easier, I must say. I highly recommend it if you can. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the like button, would you? I mean, I know my channel's kind of half dormant, but still. You never know. I might actually stream some more. I might make videos. You never know. Okay, par 5. We want to be down the right. There's a cart path on the way there. Oh, that far right. Path. Jeez, this is long. Bounce. Run out of that crap. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize how much uphill it was. I don't think you're getting here, are you? I hate that shot. Is this genuinely reachable? Did I get a bad wind? Did I hit my drive so poorly it just went nowhere? What happened? Like, I'm curious. I thought I'd be carrying the road with my tee shot. I can reach if I hit the fairway. Okay. And then you're running it in off the side here, aren't you? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a bit longer, which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with a par 5 that's long and has some strategy. All right, I like what you've done behind this screen, because when I hit this decently, it's running through the back, which would be fun. Oh, it's just out to the right a little bit. Crap. Yeah, it is. It's. I mean, because how many 3-shot par 5s you see in real life anymore? Right? Like Oakmont just had 2 par 5s that were like 620 something. Until the weather went bonkers. People were reaching. The danger here is going over the back, isn't it? And maybe this is a fairly benign pin too. Okay, this isn't driver. Three wood might leave me in a spot I don't like. Yep. It's gonna. Of course, you can just partial one in there. Yeah, if you hit driver, I think you're going through the fairway. You could hit a long iron and leave yourself, you know, a fuller shot in. But it kind of felt straightforward what you do there. Sure. I think this one I'd like to see a little bit more, maybe a smaller target area. I mean, I hit a pretty decent shot there, I suppose, but and I understand going to the back's probably more like 130-ish. It's tough to find the right balance, though. You know what I mean? Like, I keep the best lob wedge par 3 I've ever seen was Tanner's in I don't remember what the hell course it was, but he had one that was like, it was a lob wedge, and you could play it 10-15 feet left of the hole and be absolutely fine. If you wanted to go for the pin, though, you had to be incredibly precise. And so I think that's a really tough balance to find, but you kind of need it on a hole that you're hitting a lob wedge into. Like on a par 3 that short. Otherwise, it's just too easy to hit a lob wedge. Close, right? Yeah, I'm not trying that. That feels like too much. That might be about right. What's going on, Nitro? Ah! Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Busy, so I haven't been streaming much. But found some time today. How about you? Oh. That one left. Got lucky there. You're in the VLS 18 part. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Troy. I like that he does contests that are different that way. Because it just, you know, something changed, right? And then it being a little bit laid back too, like more laid back than TGC Tours. All right. So you're asking me to be real precise if I want to go at this in two, which is good. I can bail to the right, the green slopes right to left, so that's not gonna be much fun. I can lay up over here, or I can see if I have a sack and go for it. And I just pulled it a hair. Damn. Whoa, Christ. 5-day hike through Canyon, Namibia. I will not be doing something like that. Is that the second par 5 we've played? Yeah. Okay. Both of them so far have been like pretty full-blooded, right? Like a driver 3-wood kind of deal. Just choke down a driver here. Oh, I was always gonna send it. Well, like, there's no way I'm laying up. That's not how we roll around here. La 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 la. Probably no. This is gonna be short, but oh goodness. Viking says I'm allowed to hit those out of the rough, so there you go. I wouldn't mind. So, I suck at this game, but it feels like sometimes the short game's almost too easy, as it always is in every golf game, right? Especially when you have a crutch like a flop and a super flop that you can just hit that, and it's like hitting nothing. In real life, those are extremely difficult shots to hit, so I don't know. Or at least to be precise with. Like, I can hit a flop. I can get it up in the air. I can make it go high. How far it's gonna go, I don't know. Oh God. Is there OB over there? Yep. Yep, there is. And that encompasses my issues with playing this game, is every now and then I have that shot. Well, that should have been OB though, I think. Shouldn't it? Like, this is the driving range and everything, right? Practice area? I mean, it's internal OB, which is kind of crummy, but it makes sense. So, it kind of should be OB. That wasn't driver either. It shouldn't have been, at least. Quick double. Oh. 2 perfects. Pin high. Jeez. Look at us. Massive. Oh, I didn't miss that fall off by much, did I? That wouldn't have been fun. So you're gonna have to think a little bit before you like decide to fully send it at this hole. Otherwise, you know, you're gonna be sad. Yeah, I hit that perfect distance, so that made it quite easy, but it's not easy if you don't hit it the right. You hit it the right distance. Oh, not a par 5 where you might have to lay up. Sure, we meant that. Okay, bombs away. Not quite. Oh, look at that. They're being generous with that lie. That should be like 0 to 10%. So just keeping track, that's another driver 3-wood par 5. Oh my goodness. 3 perfects. Who is this guy? Oh, don't. Oh, you rotten. Oh God, now what have I done? Is that close? That back right pin looks like it'll be fun. I don't know if I've had a hole-in-one on Master in this. I might not have. Certainly haven't done one. I had one on stream. There we go. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. Break in there. There's nothing particularly wrong about this course, Owen. in World Cup it would struggle because there's just going to be so many great golf courses, and this is good. You know what I mean? So I don't like this centerline hazard. I would so much rather lose the centerline hazard and then make it about the second shot. The green's already got some funkiness to it, but you know, kind of almost like, don't just give it to me, but you know, make it really pretty easy to hit this fairway. And then let's make it about the second shot and see what kind of shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Because if I hit it into this bunker, all the fun is over, right? It's just we're laying up, and then all right, I guess. I think it'd be a lot more fun, particularly on the last hole, to really take advantage of a weird, or like a kind of an interesting green complex and see if it's possible to make 3 or 6. Like, I don't know if he could get 6, but I just hate the idea that there's a reasonable chance I'll end up having to lay up, and then all the fun is gone. Unless I can carry this thing, which I might be able to. See, now it doesn't even matter. You can't make a fairway wide enough for that. There's a par 3 course behind the green? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay. Huh, cool. Oh, behind the 17th green. We hit our tee shot from here, so then... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Ah, cool. Little par 3 in there just to have some funsies. This isn't gonna be fun. Yeah, I agree. Here's what I'm finding is happening. A lot of guys are getting to be good. And so there's a lot of just really solid, good golf courses. And it feels like there's a handful of guys that are able to kind of elevate to great, but there's a real logjam in the good category. There's a whole bunch of guys, and I'd say Owen's probably one of them, that's just looking for that one more thing to just kind of jump out of the category of all the guys that are good and make some great stuff, right? And I think it's a testament to how good the designers are that are great. So on the one hand, it's really cool that there's so many good courses. On the other hand, it can get a little bit, I mean, okay, so for one thing, playing golf video games, I've been bored of it for a while, so that's part of this. But it can get a little bit boring playing a lot of good golf courses, you know what I mean? And that's not a criticism at all. It's just there's a lot of good golf courses, and it's kind of tough to stand out, it feels like. Whereas 4 years ago when I started doing this, it feels like there was a lot more kind of iffy golf courses. So then when you got a good one, it was like, okay, cool. Right now they're all good. So it's now, how do you get to the next level? Yeah, exactly, Nitro. And then the other thing is, and then you're doing it how many times, right? So it's hard to make every course be great too, because it's hard to make one great course. You make 4, 5, 6 in a year. It gets really tricky. So, hey, Bruna. Guys, there's a girl watching on YouTube. There's a girl watching on YouTube. It's true. I know her as well. What's Victor's course name? Anybody know off the top of your head? He says I'm supposed to tear it apart. Cannonball, okay. Blue tees? Interesting. Pin 2 as always. And we'll give her. Hope your study is going well, Bruna. Because that must be a pain in the ass having to do that. Hey, Pac, what's up, bud? So this is Victor's course. All right. Cannonball Ridge. So kind of mountainy-ish. He's not trying to get justice for Hallstatt, is he? Oh, what's going on here? Well, we're hitting driver even though it's the wrong club. Oh, that's just... Actually, that's not that bad. Interesting opener, though. I think I could play that hole 100 times and not really fully understand what the hell you're supposed to do. Because, I mean, unless you want to get really goofy and bounce one off the rocks, you're not getting there. If you're hitting a... like, I just think I blast driver over to where I did, and then I have a lob wedge, and angle doesn't matter at that point, right? But, I don't know. I don't know. That one I need to play a few times to understand it better. Better break. Thank you. Oh wait. Bruna, bon tarde. Comment va você? I think I got that right. All right, we're going over the bunker. I'd rather the club face not be open though. Okay. 3 bills left. Ooh. But potential for fun. Well, I have to try this, don't I? If we could ever get it to run down that hill, catch this slope over here, and sling in there, we might have more than one girl watching. Oh, but if we do this, we're gonna struggle. Oh dear. Hmm. Minimal rough. I like that. Ah, that's crap. It's that's an interesting hole. You have to be super precise, but if you get it, you could, there's a lot of ground game opportunity there. So what you were saying about the greens, Nitro, yeah. Hmm. I hope this carries. Doesn't matter if I do that. Okay. Sorry, Viking. It has to be done. That's my biggest issue, is I cannot get the swing plane and the club face lined up. I'll have perfect swing plane, open club face, or I'll have perfect club face, close swing plane, or whatever. Oh, we have to. Like, if you have a brain in your head that's working at all, you're laying up here, right? Like, there's no reason, but we don't have one, so we're gonna try and bounce one off of something. Although it's gonna carry all this, isn't it? Maybe it is worth going at it. Yanked. See? Perfect contact. Pulled. Spinner for fun. Pulled all to hell. Nah. This one's a little bit less yay. I just feel like I'm sure there's a pin where going for it makes no sense, but for this one, I hit a terrible draw. Like, had I hit where I wanted to, I'm coming at it from here. I'm still gonna stop it though. I can't putt, but you know. Apparently, you know, beads moving in a certain direction mean diddly boo in this game. There's bomb over that. Is Victor continuing the tradition of playing with a Fisher Price driver? Does anybody know? See? Perfect swing path. Wide open club face. Cannot get it. Swing the club, idiot. Yeah. I wonder if, because there's been a couple of holes here where it's just been the easiest thing in the world to just blast it over. Now, I mean, Victor's smart enough that he would test different lengths too, you would think. But it is something a designer will do on occasion, right? Is they'll kind of get locked into how they play the game, and they won't necessarily think about, or it won't occur to them that somebody else would play it differently. I don't know. But there's the holes that seem to be strategic. It feels like you just overpower them. Okay, what are we doing here? I mean, we're going for it, obviously, aren't we? Yeah, all right. Oh, God. That's been crushed. Jesus. And that hasn't been hit? Hmm. I mean, the funny thing about this game is for all the other parts of the short game being fairly easy, chipping makes no sense to me at all. Like, none. Like, not even the slightest, tiniest, teeniest little bit. Huh. Alright. 250 par 5. Well then. Oh, and it's like a sort of beer at side on. What are we doing? Oh, he's just doing that to trigger me. Okay, we'll try and go down the shaft on this one. Yeah, I hear you, Pac. Need to fire the caddy. I don't like this open club face bullshit. Because now it makes this shot really difficult. This is a bad idea. Do not try this at home. Oh God, especially if you're gonna do that. Oh, hang on. Eh, could have been a lot worse. Aaron Judge. Troy, you're acting like you've never seen goofy shots on this channel. That's just normal. Yeah, way uphill. This is gonna carry like 276-ish. Puts you there. Which you can kind of cover this bunker with. The other options, you hit a 3-wood here. Leave yourself like 150, maybe 160 with this uphill. To a tight pin. I don't know if this makes it, but we're gonna try. Yeah. I wondered. We got there eventually, but lies way uphill too. Okay. I mean, I like that we've gone down, now we've got to come back up. He hasn't cheesed the elevation to try to have a bunch of downhill, you know, funsy shots. That one was a little awkward, but again, it feels like some of these I just have to play more. Centerline hazard on a 470-yard 4 is not my favorite thing in the world. especially when I pull it straight into the damn bunker. Bunkers looks nice. Silly me, I thought ball below my feet like that was gonna go to the right. That'll learn me. I don't think Victor's gonna create a course anymore that just blows our mind visually, but I don't think he needs to. This is just like visually, this is good. It's not like Arctic Fury amazing, but it's good. This pin can, well, I mean, Ameobi can hear what I can say, so I better be careful. But you know what I'm talking about here. That's pulled, really. It's a tough hole. Crime that I can hit that shot like that. But if you're gonna let me, I'm gonna do it. If I hit my normal shape, I'm through the fairway here. It is a straight on. Yeah, it feels like that green is too shallow for the shot it's asking for. And if it was more angled, it feels like it would work better. I have to cut this, like, or I have to lay up. We're not laying up. This way. This could go anywhere. Just be forewarned, this could go absolutely anywhere. That works. So maybe that's the kind of stuff he's talking about, because when we were playing Wreckfest on Friday, he was quite disappointed with the course. He was like, you know, rip it apart, the whole deal. It doesn't need to be ripped apart. It's just things here and there. Jesus. Oh. But I mean, being in a World Cup contest, like, it's tough, right? It almost, I would imagine if designing for this, you'd feel like you can't make any mistakes because the competition's that good. So if you make a mistake, then it can feel like it's just the end of the world for your course, when it's not. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, like, and I'm pretty confident Victor would say this. In fact, no, I know, I've heard him say it. He would tell you that he used to be a kind of a top designer, but that people have passed him, and he's not a top designer anymore. He's a good designer, but he's not in the top handful anymore. when he would have been, you know, back in the before PGA and then took over probably. And he'll tell you better when he thinks he was. There's yeah, and Andre's saying that too. And the fact of the matter is, since I started doing this, the number of guys that have shown up and just created amazing courses, there's so many of them now. And like Andre, part of the reason he wouldn't feel like he's a top designer anymore, it's because of all of his tutorials helped everybody be really good. Yeah, I hear you, Nitro, because the work that I do is relatively creative, right? In my day-to-day job. And I always have to have somebody look at it for me because there's stuff I just don't see. And then somebody looks at it and goes, yeah, you missed that. I'm like, oh, crap, right? And then I feel like an idiot for missing it. But you just get so kind of... in my school days, in my university days, I went to school for math. The number of times that I would be looking at a problem and have absolutely no clue what to do, and I'm like, "There's no way I'm getting this," and all I needed to do was walk away for an hour and come back, and just looking at it without being, in the weeds anymore. Oh, there's the answer. Or somebody else would look at it and go, "Well, you just need to do that." Oh yeah. So a lot of it's that you just get so tunnel vision into your core, into your work, that you don't see the things others see. Straightforward. I think it was a straightforward par 5. I was too busy yapping. It's not an easy golf course. I don't think it's a particularly difficult golf course. It's just you need to hit the ball decently, and I haven't. Too many of these. So now we've pushed it and left it open. Fantastic. Happiness is just everywhere right now. That's not getting there. If this grass doesn't need to be this high, then I would like it lowered a bit. And what I mean is, in order for it to be seen from different angles, the way he wants it to. It's stuck in a tendency. Yep. Yeah, and I think the other thing, now that we have to hit shape here, if you draw the ball, like, so Nicholas was famous for this, right? In his real life designs, it seemed like every hole he ever designed favored a fade off the tee. Hits fade. So in his mind, every hole is left right. This is gonna rattle some timber. How many of the like truly heavy hitters have published yet? And when is the deadline anyways? I asked before and I forget. Is it the end of June? I mean, I'm big all the time, Nitro, so some things you just can't help. it looks very, when I say simple, that's not what I mean. It's like not simple as in easy. I mean just it's not overcomplicated, you know what I mean? Like it's the right amount of he hasn't gone, okay, I need to make this he hasn't gone like I need to like really create something out. It's the environment fits the course he's creating. Petty has, Pithy has, Scottish has. Okay. Like this would, I mean, I would hope with Victor's course, like any of his courses, this would so comfortably fit, you know, TGC Tours. You'd play this thing 4 times and not think twice about it. Now, you know, what tour? I'm not good enough to know anymore. I'm hovering at even par as a CC, whatever the hell I am now, H, I think. It probably feels like a CC course, but I don't know. I'd have to actually be able to play this game to determine if it's hard or not. This just felt like 3 wood. Yeah. I remember watching Maddie getting ready to publish a course, Troy, and he was writing down all of his pins of all of his pin sets to make sure that he didn't have a whole bunch of front, a whole bunch of left, that kind of thing. Because it kind of get you kind of notice it, right? If it is, always check. Yeah, so you're not having the same shape all the time. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that's so difficult, there's so many great designers now, so you know what you're competing against. You're putting tens, if not hundreds of hours into creating these things. There has to be a point where you're just like, I'm sick of looking at this. I just want it published. But then in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't want to leave a big issue either. So I would imagine, I mean, sorry, for me at least, it would be really tough to hit the button to publish it. Because I would go over it again and again and again and again, because I would just I'd be wanting to make sure I didn't leave anything bad out there, you know what I mean? I can understand why there are people that are really good designers that have chosen not to do contests anymore, because it's just, I can imagine the stress that it could create. I mean, for me it would, at least, and I'm doing this for fun. This is meant to be my leisure, right? This isn't my job. Like, leave the stress for my job. So but other people really enjoy this, so like, it's, make sure you get that out of it. 7,600 yards. Wow. I guess with the elevation, there were some holes that played a lot shorter than it felt like they were. I don't know. I think Victor's getting down on himself for, I wouldn't say no reason, but I think he's overly down on himself for what he's created. I think overall it's good. I think there's, you know, that one par 3, the green needed to be angled a bit. There were a couple of downhill holes where you were like, I see that there's an attempt at strategy there, but I don't know if there actually is. It feels like there's a pretty obvious shot to play. Or the strategy, like, yeah, you could play it here or you could play it there, but it's not appreciably different what you're leaving yourself, if that makes sense. But I think overall it's pretty solid. And the back nine I thought got really, the back nine I enjoyed more. I felt like it was just good, solid golf. Front nine was where I think he experimented a little bit more, and some of it worked and some of it didn't work quite as much, but the back nine felt really solid. So yeah, Yeah, Victor has a tendency to get really down on something if he doesn't think it's perfect, and that might be what he's doing here, because it's a lot better than what I was expecting hearing him talk when playing Wreckfest. Yeah, that's what I would say. It's very solid. Now, how will it do in a World Cup of design? I have no idea. Will it win the World Cup? No. But it's not like it's gonna finish last either. So be curious. Just curious to see what happens. And ultimately, the other thing with these contests is there is some subjectivity to them, right? So who knows? But he should be a lot happier with that than he is, in my opinion. What does work want right now? Oh, okay. I knew about that. Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? I've played Moa and whatever, Mona Incha. I've played Taranga. I've played Carangal. I'm pretty sure I've played Jika Wings' course. I've definitely played C1 Haka, sorry. I feel like I've played Pithy's course. I'm not positive. I don't think I've played Brandywine Trails. Wait, Trays is an alternate? Holy crap. There's a more updated list on Discord. Okay. That makes sense, actually. Discord's easier. Where am I looking? Oh, tours. Designer. I never go on this Discord. Where am I? Which channel am I looking at? New courses, maybe? Oh shit. I didn't know about this. So while we're waiting, US Open was pretty good. I was surprised I got to see any of it, because Sunday being Father's Day, I hope the dads out there had a good Father's Day. I surely did. We had church in the morning, worked at church obviously, and then when we were done that, Mini-Obi and I went to the oldest continuously used baseball grounds in the world. Guinness record, basically the oldest baseball stadium in the world. And we watched baseball game. Game started at 1. It's supposed to start at 1:05. It was like quarter after before it started. It went 11 innings. So the game took just about 4 hours. And then after that, the players were on the field, and Mini-Obi had a shirt she wanted to get signed by all the players. So we did that. So I think it was close to 6 o'clock before we left. And then we went and got fish and chips, because that was going to be our, that was what we were going to do for dinner. So by the time, it was like 6:30 by the time I got home. Under design contests. I don't see design contests. Like in the TGCTours Discord? Anyways, so got home like 6:30 or so, and I'm like, well, the leaders went off at like 2:10 or something like that. I was like, maybe they haven't quite finished yet. I'll go, yeah, let's see if maybe we watch the last hole. and I turn it on and they're only like on 11. Like, whoa, interesting. Because there was a weather delay, right? So I got to watch most of the back nine. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. That finish. And then that bomb that the bomb that Spawn won to win it, or made to win it, was crazy. Like birding the last two. Oh, Punch Bowl Discord, that's why. I don't even know if I'm in that one. No, I'm not. Got a link? So yeah, congrats to Spawn. That was pretty crazy how he finished to win that. And then I thought Hatton might destroy. I thought there might actually be an explosion at Oakmont. I thought he might get dynamite and blow the place up after his finish. He was mad. And then when that was over, I watched Canadian Grand Prix. I didn't think I was going to be able to watch that. I didn't think I'd have time, but I did. So it was a good Sunday, and I was dead by the end of it. Absolutely dead. Anyways, we can start with this one. I know I haven't played this one yet. So we don't sit here all day twiddling our thumbs, yapping about nothing. All right. Oh, thanks. Okay. Sure. I don't care about, well, maybe sports, I guess. Yeah, whatever. You guys know me. Okay, we'll get back to that. There we go. Oh. Did I see that right? No, I didn't. All right, idiot, not there. I think I had the right T. Okay, good. Play. There we go. Hooray. So yeah, cool weekend. Cool Father's Day. Fish and chips was great. Ameobi has become a big fan of that, so the English in her is showing, which is great. If she can keep the Dutch out, we'll be in good shape. This is another guy that has leaps and bounds from when the last time you were around, I think, Nitro. Metatropic. He's another one that went from, you know, learning to, oh, he just creates good courses now. Flared. What's going on? That club doesn't look right. I mean, I know it's hickory, but something's messed up there. Huh. Yeah, environment's cool. Sculpting here is a bit rough. Yeah, that sculpting's a bit aggressive. Well, the reason you don't just bomb it down the left here is then you're coming down the slope to the pin, which isn't going to be much fun. That sculpting though, it's too aggressive. It's just too, like it's a cliff, right? We might hit the lip here. Oh, we didn't. Seems a bit harsh to send me off the green from there. I think more time needed to be done with the sculpting, and given that there's still time left in the contest, I would have, if it were me, I would have waited to publish, because he's a better designer than us. It's a bit quirky too. This shouldn't have been driver. I didn't think it should, but fun. It's fun to hit driver. It's got some golden tea vibes for me. Yeah, it's just that green is like this gigantic, humongous, crazy false front. That pin is, yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing too. Oh, whoopsie. This isn't gonna get there. Down we go. Yep. I agree, Nitro. And like I said, it probably didn't need to be published yet. He probably needed to have another look at it and make sure that it was, you know, what he was. I mean, if this was what he was looking for, then never mind. But what's, I don't know. Do you do reviewing anymore? I'm just curious. What are the, like, have the standards for tour, where they gone up from 23? Because I know 23 they went down a bit because it was just a lack of courses overall. And why are we artifacting here? It's not the first time it's happened today. I get this sense that he got the idea of running these creeks through this place, and once that was done, it was always gonna be tricky. You know what I mean? Was curious. we made it. It's just barely. And then for our trouble, we're left with this. Ah. Yeah, I know. Or on the second shot. Yeah, that's about all I had. I think sometimes for contests like this, people try to do a little too much, and I think that might be what happened here. He tried to do, instead of creating a really good solid golf course, he tried to do something really creative, and it didn't quite work. And you know what? That's fine. Like, if you're gonna swing the bat, swing hard. In case you hit, in case you make contact. No design in the world would save that. Yep, it is. And the funny thing is, I've also said at times to people that, you know, they played safe, right? You gotta try things in order to stand out, and then when somebody tries things and it doesn't work, well then, like, it's almost like at times there's no winning, right? Because, well, then they can say, well, but you said to try something, so I did, and I'm like, well, but it didn't work. So then what? So then what do I do? And the fact of the matter is, what you do is you keep trying to get better, but you understand that there are a lot of amazing designers that you just may never get there, right? And that's fine. The visuals are quite cool. It's just stuff like this that's like, does it need to be planted? Does it need to be... There's something about that doesn't look right to me. It might be that it's just rock. It might be that it's a very steep rock. I don't know. As I get closer to it, it looks better, but from here, it just doesn't look right. I think it's because there's like a bluish tint there. It just doesn't look like it should to me. I don't know. Hey, look at that. Perfect contact. Ball has been absolutely crushed. It might not land. Oh, it did. $300 nice yard drive. Another perfect contact. Who is this guy? Whoa, 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 no! Yeah, that's true too, Nitro. No matter what it is you're doing in life, everybody has a ceiling of how good they can be, right? And when you hit that ceiling, sometimes sometimes there's more to find because there's a skill that you're missing, or I don't know. There's, you know, in real life maybe there's training you can do or something that'll push your ceiling higher. But everybody has a ceiling, and once you've hit that ceiling, it can be frustrating, especially if your ceiling is lower than somebody else's ceiling, because you're looking at what they're able to create and you're not able to do it, and you're just like, and then it's just hard to deal with. I know with the racing that I do on iRacing, I get close to my ceiling and I'm still, you know, finishing middle of the pack, and I'm just like, well, why can't I get to be like those guys? Well, because I'm not as good as they are. It doesn't hurt that, or it doesn't help that I'm 50 either. Right? Like, my ceiling gets lower every year. So, and yeah, you're right. The growth rate does slow. The higher, closer you get to your ceiling, you don't have those big leaps anymore. Like, when you're learning, you learn a technique, and it's like you're all of a sudden like 15% better, right? And now you might be 1% better when you do it. So it might be hard for you to see that you've gotten better, whereas before it was easy to see that you've gotten better. Hmm. The old pull hook. It's getting better. I have a feeling there's some quirky holes to come, though. The way the design has been created, there almost has to be another quirky hole. Oh, he's done this again, where it's just like, there's not enough room there. And there's no safe place to hit it either. I guess over here. I do have a backboard. I do have a backstop, in fairness. Let's not use it, though. Kind of a goofy putt. Yeah, design is absolutely subjective. You know, no question about that. The 6th at Bay Hill. It's different, that's for sure. Oh, I understand what you're saying, dude. Oh yeah, the old wedge snap hook. I know that shot well. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's a bit much. There's little areas like that where it's just too extreme, right? Like that. There's no reason for there to be a massive fall off there, and then there's another one opposite of it too. So if you put a pin like here, good luck. That's the kind of golden tee I'm seeing, right? Where golden tee, that golf game, it has just all kinds of just insanely tricked up stuff on it because it's a video game. I'm seeing a bit of it here. Like, this is a decent tobogganing hill. Oh shit. Pulled on that. Oopsie. Yeah, golden tee. This one feels a bit busy. There's just a lot going on here. Like I said, I think it's a matter of he's trying to impress people and he's just gone a little bit too far with it and gotten it a bit wrong. It happens. It's a tale as old as time. No. No. You can't have it where you've hit the ball in what is essentially the middle of a part. Like, so let's say the middle is there, right? If I'm, what, 9 feet left, right of that, I could end up in the water. That, I mean, that's in for sure, but that's pushed in there. That I don't have a problem with. This will be interesting. CC is next. I would imagine CC is going to be more difficult than it's ever been because CC's always been challenging in that you going from CCA to CC whatever. But I think the discrepancy between them is even bigger than it used to be. So how do you create a course that's going to work for CCA and CCJ? That's tough. Well, that's flared. Yeah, there's too much of this. I'm sorry, what? That's in the water. Okay. This needed to be play tested more too. Like, look at this green for 220. The argument can be made that he's given me all kinds of room to the right to run it over there, but it's just it's a sliver of a green, and I'm, you know, 220. You've got a 220 yard. Okay, so first of all, before I say anything, my shot was absolute garbage. The fact I'm here is extremely lucky. You've got a 220 yard hole with a false front that is 6 feet, well, 7.5 feet from the hole. Maybe less than that. What equipment are you using, man? Because I can't stop it there. And yes, you've got a backstop. You can't see what I'm pointing at. Yes, I've got a backstop here, but the beads never stop. Like it feels like it'd be fairly easy to putt this off the green. This is like a lob wedge hole. This is not a 4-iron hole. Be all green against that front bunker. Yeah. And there should be there should be way less slope too. There's way too much red on this green. With it also being tiny, narrow, like shallow as hell. And then red slope all over the place. Yeah, it just, the whole, yeah, exactly. But it also, and one of the things I was worried about when I started seeing how good players can play this game is because tempo isn't really a thing anymore. If you can just make the stick go back and forth in the right direction, it can be kind of easy. And I was concerned that that was going to make design become like really have narrow openings and stuff, and I feel like that's what this course is doing. Is it's just extreme in what it's asking for. Kind of because it's afraid that it's gonna get lit up if it's not. Ah, thought it might do that. I just heard thunder outside for the record. What's going on, Daniel? Partisan. Stop with your part doesn't matter crap. It does. Not in the way people think it does, but it does. Oh, Scotty said it. Well then. Was he a bit miffed about Oakmont? Is that why he said it? Par matters in the sense that, like, if you go back to the definition of par, it's the number of shots it should take a scratch player to reach the green plus 2 putts, right? So so then it par matters in the sense of if you're when you're designing a hole, if you're designing a par 4, then we should be able to reach it in 2 shots. That's how it matters. Well, because they can reach the green with they can hit it 300 yards. They can reach that green. It's the thing. That's par 3 means a scratch player should be able to reach it in 1 and 2 putts. It's a very hard par 3, but it also has a crap ton of run up, doesn't it? And I think it might run front to back. But I mean, that was a par, that was a 300-yard par 3 in 07. It was the first time they let it get to 300. 18 years ago. I mean, the golf has changed so much from when I was a kid too. Like, I remember a driver 2-iron par 4 was, I wouldn't say it was common, but it happened. It wasn't uncommon. Driver 3-iron, driver 4-iron, that kind of stuff. Nobody thought twice about it. That's a par 5 now. Game's just changed. You know, it used to be that if you're reaching a green and 2 on a par 5, you were hitting lumber, like actual lumber. Now, it's not very common. And a lot of that is just because there's only so much land that people have access to, right? So it's the game changed, but it also has changed. Christ, if you look at the greatest game ever played in 19 whatever it was, 13 or something, I think that was a par 74. No, it might have been more than that. Par was a hilariously high number compared to now. It was at least 74. It might have been more. The country club back then. And then at some point we got to a point where, well, we're not going to go lower than 70. So, I don't know. But it does matter. Just not in the way people think it does. It doesn't matter if you're, it doesn't matter if a tournament's 22 under, like the Travelers. I do like the US Open being around par though. I like the Masters is Augusta. So that's its identity. The US Open, its identity is being the hardest test of golf all year. The Open Championship's identity is links. You play on links. And the PGA's identity is it's the other one. And I think it's hurt by the fact it's played in May because it used to be the last one at least. It used to be okay, well, here's your last chance at, excuse me, here's your last chance at getting a crack at a major. And now it's just it's a random major in May. It doesn't. I never looked forward to the PGA, but at least used to watch it because it was the last one, right? Now, don't even know what's on half the time. All right, where am I looking? Design contests. Here we go. All right, World Cup of Design. Okay. All righty. I've played Axel's course, I'm pretty sure. I haven't played Honey Badger Hackers though. Okay. Okay, thanks for this, Nitro. This is handy. What do I feel like playing now? Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's for the longest time it's been US Open Light. Like, let's be honest. It's an easy version of the an easier version of the US Open. But I don't know what other identity the PGA can have. Like the kind of the unique environments have been taken. It could become a global major, yeah. The only problem is it's PGA Championship is the PGA of America. So there was a period of time in the 80s where they started doing things like they went to Oak Tree and like Crooked Stick in the early 90s, and they did a bit of that and it didn't really work too well. The PGA has always struggled though because it's not the US Open and it's not any of the other things. So it being last made it kind of relevant. Now it's just like, meh. But it can't be, the thing is, it can't be the PGA anymore if it goes global, because it's the PGA of America's tournament. So the other option is you find another event to make a major and have it be worldwide, because it is stupid that 3 of the 4 majors are in the US. And none of them are it's either US or it's Great Britain. There's no Australia, there's no, you know, Asia, none of it. Gulf of America. But it's the PGA of America's championship. So what would happen, you can't rename it. What would have to happen is the golf world would have to stop recognizing it as a major, and they'd have to have another major. So it would be good though to have, you know, the Australian Open, the Canadian Open used to be really big events. They're not really anymore. Where was I? Let's just do this one. Honey Bat, it's tough. Hey, Jickamix. Well, the way I'm playing that sounds like a good plan. Narimba. It's just too bad that you can't have 4 majors that are all, you know. I feel like tennis has the same issue. Because you have Wimbledon, which is obvious. You have the French Open, which is clay. And then you have the US Open and Australian Open, which are both basically the same thing. And I'm not much of a tennis fan, and I'm sure one of the hard courts plays differently than the other hard court, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Australian Open would be great, because the other thing about, you could, with the Australian Open, what would make it really good is you play on sandbelt. Like, it's a whole different style of golf. It's a whole other style of golf. So you would have Augusta, which is its own unique thing. You'd have the US Open, which is punishing as hell, and typically American country clubs, although not always. You'd have the Open, which is links, and then the Australian Open, which is sandbelt for the most part. Doesn't always have to be, but it could be. A very Mike Clayton point. What are we talking about? Christ, look at this. I want to say Honey Badger Hacker broke through with... Did he create Hideki? Is that the right guy? I feel like he created a Japanese course that was just amazing, and that's where he really announced himself to the design world. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to have 4. Like, there's 3. It's hard to get a 4th. Sandbelt rotation. Yeah. Yeah. Thing, you could do it. The issue why, the reason it won't happen is golf is mainly dominated by the United States, and they are not going to Australia. Because they'd have to travel then. This is a good start. Yeah, that had no chance. Well, I remember when they tried to do the old world match play. You think that was Heisenberg? I know there was a course that Honey Badger Hacker made, and it was amazing. And it was like, that was his, like, hi, I'm here. Oh, I'm gonna get my head kicked in here. The environment's fantastic. Oh, God. Speaking of Sandbelt, by the way, we're on one. Deck he was? Okay. I just remember that being his course that he was like, bang, here we go. Anyways, yeah, there was a world match play around the turn of millennium where they decided to play it at Royal Melbourne, and hardly any of the good players showed up for it. It was an absolute mockery. It didn't help that they played it like the first week of January, but still. Australia's equal to Scotland. Oh, yeah. Ah, I got cute. It was National Treasure. That makes sense. And it was right after Hideki had won the Masters. That's why I called it that. Oh, come on. Cutting corners? Occasionally. Daniel, I don't know where the hell the ball's going. Like, if I'm being completely honest. I'm just guessing. Oh, it's dark out there now. Good call not playing golf today. This isn't driver. Oh my God. This is ever not driver. Well, I wasn't expecting that either. Okay, this has no chance at all. Nope. Don't have any courses by the big names of architecture. Oh, in South Africa. Well, it's 30 years now, but South Africa has a complicated history. Oh, that's gone. There would have been a good chunk of time there where people not from South Africa were not going to go to South Africa because of, you know, apartheid and all that stuff. It's been 30 years since that's been a thing, but yeah, I don't know. You could, I guess. I also think South Africa is just not well known at all around the world. Or, well, maybe it's just North America doesn't know much about it, but Yeah, true. It's another place we colonized. What part of the world have we not colonized, I wonder? Dutch sort of have a history in South Africa or otherwise. I'm hitting driver because I don't know where this is going. Oh, sugar, that's gone. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Okay. I didn't know that, but I mean, Canada has a bad history too with the native population. Yeah, like Aboriginal people. Africa. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I didn't realize that was going on in Holland, but every country has its skeletons. Some still have them. Some have moved on from them. It's hard. Yeah. I mean, this is kicking my teeth in, but it looks amazing. Christ. Some are, yes, some are reinstating them. I know. Well, it's not very nice that I can't see. Yeah, there's an orange person that seems to want to bring that kind of crap back. But yeah, let's not get into that. I just made a birdie, by the way. So that was fun. This I'm doing this for pure comedy. This is just... Why was he so mad when he created this? But I mean, it looks amazing. And I don't think it's unfair. It's just very friggin' difficult. That needed to be left to the bunker. It needed to bounce forward. Crap. You just politically active in what way? You're not going to run for office, are you? I'm one. I thought I'd be like 100 over right now. I'm only one. Jeez. I mean, I could try to play smart. Oh no, that's not good though. Screw it. Let's play stupid. Uh-oh. Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. City Council. It's a good place to start if you want any more aspirations. If you have aspirations beyond that. Yeah, exactly. If you could put on your platform that you will ban Biarritz's, you got my vote. In your, I mean, it'll only be in your city, but again, one thing at a time. That's a bit of a snapper. Bounce forward. Bounce over. Oh. City council, worry about the city again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just make sure we get our tulips on time, too. That didn't make it out. That's an issue. Well, where does Canada get its tulips from every year for saving your ass? In case somebody's watching this and wondering what I'm talking about, Canada played a large role in liberating the Netherlands in World War II, and so every year, I forget when exactly, but every year they send us a crap load of tulips to say thank you. You live in do you live in Amsterdam? I didn't know that. Are you an Ajax fan then? I didn't see that first bead before I hit the putt. Here's what I'm going to say about the course. So it's very difficult, but if you can hit the ball at all, it's very playable. It just punishes misses harshly. Like that. Grandfather stole Canadian. Oh. That's awesome. I'm playing on PC, dude. I play on PC because it is easier to stream on it. What the hell happened there? Yeah, I have a PS4 controller. The first time I played, there's 23, there's 21. Before 21 was the Golf Club 19. I had that game. I had that on PS4. I got PGA Tour 2K21 on PS4. I started streaming it. It was, well, there's some people here that were here then. It was meh. So I needed to get a new computer anyways, and so I got one that I could stream with, and then I started playing on PC. But back then it was actually easier to play on PlayStation. So I sacrificed my ability to play on PC. And I've just been PC ever since because, like I said, it's way easier to stream on it. Usually worked. Oh, I get you. IX is your home club, but you're not really into it. Okay. Let's try that. No. You can play mouse and keyboard on this game. There are some psychopaths that do that, but I have a hard enough time with the controller. Never. We tried that, Daniel. It didn't go well. Forgot you did that. There it is. Getting some artifacts today. I don't know why. Hadn't gotten them in a while. This is what happens when we don't pay attention. Yeah, this course, like, you have to hit the ball well, or you're gonna struggle. Don't have a problem with that at all. Because here I've hit 2 good shots and I've got a good look at a birdie. Is it his fault I can't putt? No. No, it sure isn't. Ugh! I pulled it, but I was hoping it might carry it, and well, as you see, it did not. Okay, the bunkers are really punishing. There's not a single thing about this course that is easy. Not one. Oh, like even that kind of crap just straightens out at the end. He's killing me. He's absolutely killing me here. Yeah, funny. Oh, that was helpful. The first good bounce I've gotten all round. Oh, hang in there. Nope. Any suggestions? I want to get a picture of this. So we could do something intelligent and take an unplayable. But that wouldn't be very much fun, would it? So I think what's going to end up happening is I don't think flop makes it out of here. Super flop doesn't get there. I think what ends up happening here is when I try to flop this, it doesn't get up the bank, it rolls back in the water. But it'll be funny, so let's do it. Oh, never mind. Oh, this has to go in. That's got to be one of the greatest up and downs in the history of the game of golf. Some might call that hyperbole. I call it, you know, borderline fact. I could have taken a club less too and stuffed it. Well, yeah, no problem. Oh, sorry. So, Ameobi's mom is on her way to pick up Ameobi. I don't think I'll lick my balls, Pac-Man. That was pure skill. Pure skill. You know me better than that. Well, no, you know exactly how well you know me, so you know that was lucky. I don't think I can top that anyways. So we're gonna call it there. I'm away tomorrow. When we get into summer, like I'm talking when school is done, then streaming becomes a lot easier for me. One of the big reasons I don't stream golf as much in the afternoon is half the time I have to go pick up Ameobi from school at 2:30. So it doesn't leave a whole lot of time in the window I like to use. But when school is over in 2 weeks, then that opens that up. And also work slows down a lot in the summer too. That's kind of our dead time, and then we ramp up in the fall as we head towards Christmas and, you know, all that stuff. So maybe we'll be able to do. I mean, well, I'm sure I'll be away at times in the summer too, but maybe we'll be able to do some more stuff then. But for right now, it's really busy. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to think on my head if I can give you an idea of when I'm streaming this, and I don't know. But I appreciate you guys just showing up when I just happen to go live, because I don't even give you any notice either. So I appreciate all that. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and all that.